as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Mayfield sliding out of the pocket. Well, he's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Now Hunt. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mayfield off the play fake. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Jones. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, ready. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. 81.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. Let's get set. 15 runners. 15 runners. 53.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. He can run for it, and he will. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Plays and out. It's 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the second time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Rolling to his right. His throw incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
On the team, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Real.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield, he'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, you got 3,
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Small. Point it right. Bravo.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And an alley to run. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. 3rd and long, they keep it on the ground, and it pays big dividends.
Sometimes it's a surprise to the defense. 3rd and long, you expect to pass. You catch them off guard. In this case, you're exactly right. It paid huge dividends. Off and running.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 12 that time. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. The big fella. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard short of getting in the end zone as a former defender, you know it hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
Not only does it hurt, the laughter in film is going to be in.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Baker Mayfield keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got him. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And an alley to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking to throw. Brown. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down.
That's it, baby.
Brings up fourth down.
And now comes the field goal unit on. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll take this out of the side of the end zone, and my goodness, that is going to be a safety. Well, Charles, I've heard of backing up to avoid the rush. I think this takes that to a whole new level.
And not upper level either.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Now Callaway on the return.
We got this.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because